Loose cannon. When was the last time I cried to myself and not to somebody else? If a lark sobs in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does the damn bird's existence really have any value in the first place? Every part of us feels like a turgid blister when we're like this. If anything grazed against it, there'd be ichor everywhere, and yet the pain is so intolerable we cannot take the solitude. We long for someone to hold our hand goodbye. Surely goodbye is coming for us. Oh, how we grow tired of this. Everyone else is just as sad and fatigued and full of malaise as us. We can't ask them for help. We can't ask them to sit quietly with us. We can't ask them to stay the night, just in case. We can't ask them to hold our hands and our bodies and ourselves close because we think we're floating away or sinking to the bottom, and we don't want to go just yet. No matter how I go about it, I always get it wrong. Last night, I fell asleep fantasizing about a slumber party with my new friends, whom I already felt I had known forever, much to everyone's disquiet. We were all delightfully tipsy, and smiling and laughing and sitting within mere inches of one another. Someone sprawled across my lap with a goofy grin on their mouth, and my face was as bright as flame. Just the thought of someone else's pressure against me was enough to keep my ghost situated inside its skin. All those smiles were kisses on my forehead. I realized it was the first time in years I didn't actually need voices playing in the background to fall asleep. The next night was fraught, as it is far too often. Another trans person said to me, "Maybe this isn't the right time for the conversation, but I do think it's important to ask you how you feel about all this." We wanted to say, "How I feel is inconsequential." We wanted to say, "I feel hurt and scared and so alone that company wouldn't mend a thing." We wanted to say, "I've got this, don't worry about it." We wanted to say, "I am far too much and somehow simultaneously far too little." We wanted to say, "It's very rare for someone other than my therapist to ask me how I really feel about something. This question makes me feel cared about. But are you sure you want to know the answer?" It broke me just a touch. I tried to ask for help, mentally scrolling through the auras of all my friends. Who could I speak to? Whose shoulder could I rest my head on? I didn't feel like talking, I just wanted to cry, but in the silence and privacy and isolation of my one-bedroom apartment, the tears just wouldn't come. They were too sad. They were too busy. They were too tired. They were too hurting. The finger falls back on me. We are too much. We tried to stay vague on the details. Every nerve in us screeched and banged against the walls, urging us to destroy everything we hold dear, and then hide beneath the ashes.